Hey, I want to welcome back to the show Chris from Kickin Valentina, a guest we've had before, and it's been a couple months, and we're glad to have him back again. Chris, welcome back.
Hey, man, how are you doing? Thanks for having me back.
Hey, our pleasure, and it sounds like you guys have got some kind of cool stuff going on. So tell me about this pledge campaign I heard a little bit about.
Okay, we have some small festivals set up this summer and later in the fall, and we're just trying to raise some money to help fund the tour. You know, we're booking some shows around these festivals, so we're just trying to raise some money to help us get out on the road.
So what
just cover just some basic expenses that we've got.
Yeah, so like I looked around at the pledge campaign and there was some kind of cool offerings on there. Can you tell people about what are some of the things they can obtain by pledging?
Yeah, we've got it's anything from we're getting ready to go into the studio and record 3 acoustic songs, and so you can get those as little as like $10, and they're just going to be an exclusive thing through the pledge campaign. We got business sponsorships. We've got like posters all the way up to "We will come and play in your living room."
Yeah, I saw that one. I thought that was kind of a cool opportunity for folks.
It's anything in everyone's price range. So we try to put a lot of affordable stuff on there. We know a lot of people are tight on cash these days. So any help that people are willing to give us is appreciated.
So is it the acoustic tunes now? That's kind of an exclusive thing? Is that the only way people can get those right now? Is that correct?
Yes. It's going to be, we're doing an acoustic version of the song Alone. We've got a song called Wrong Way that we play live. We never recorded it. And then we've got a song called Crazy that we've never even played live yet that we're going to record. Right now, they're going to be exclusive through the pledge campaign. Down the road, we might release them on iTunes or something. There's no plans on that in the near future. So,
now you mentioned some festivals, and we're actually going to be at one of those two. The two I think you're talking about. Some of the big festivals you've got, in addition to your other gigs, you got Skullfest coming up, and I believe the other one is Soundwave Music Festival in Maryland. Is that correct?
Yes, we're playing with. It's a 3-day festival in Berlin, Maryland. We're playing on Saturday, and we play with Trickster, I think LA Guns, and Kicks. And so, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, man, that should be a cool thing. We're going to be down at that festival actually covering that, so I think I'm finally going to get to see a live Kickin Valentina show.
It's going to be fun.
Now, I saw also, you also have a big gig coming up with, it was a glam band I just saw. Who the heck was that? Faster Pussycat, right? You guys have got a show coming up with those guys.
Atlanta on March 28th at 120 Tavern, and that's going to be a lot of fun, so we're looking forward to that one, too. I love Faster Pussycat.
Now, have you played with those guys before?
Faster Pussycat?
Yeah.
I played with them, and I was in another band, and we got to open for them, but this is the first time Kickin Valentina's played with them.
I noticed, like, in some ways, almost some similarities between you guys and Faster Pussycat. Is there anything to that? I mean, would you say that, or maybe not?
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody in the band is a huge Faster Pussycat fan. We all grew up listening to them. So, we kind of come from, like, the same bluesy kind of, sleaze rock kind of background. So, yeah, there's, a lot of similarities between us and Faster Pussycat. So, we love that band. So,
now you guys have been around, I guess, for maybe about 2 years now. It seems like. So, how's that going as a band? Like, how long does it take a band? You've been in other bands before. How long does it take a band to really like gel and get their identity?
It takes a while. Kickin Valentina's actually only been around for about. I think I joined the band about 10 months ago.
Oh wow! So okay.
Yeah, so we're still a fairly new band. We just did our first gig like last June. So sometimes it takes. I've been in bands where it's taken a year or two just to kind of get a groove going, and but man, with this band, it's just we all clicked so fast with each other, and we all had like the same goals and ideas, and and vision of where we wanted the band to go, and we're just all on the same page musically. And our main goal is just to go out and have fun and write music that we enjoy playing, and just turn it on to as many people as we can.
So do you picture 2014 more to be a year of producing more music, or touring, or both? What's going to dominate the rest of the year for you guys, you think?
The rest of this year is just going to be touring. Our CD came out mid-October. We released a 5-song EP on Highway 9 Records, an indie label based here in Atlanta. And so right now we're just pushing that. We're going out and playing some shows. This year is we're just mainly going to concentrate on just going out and playing. And next year, we'll probably go back in the studio and do something else. I don't know if we'll do another EP at a full length, or we haven't even gotten that far yet. But we're always going to be out there playing. So
now, knowing it's only been about 9 months or so, looking back at the last year, what were some of your favorite moments? Just starting the new band, as you look back on the last year, what were some of the highlights?
Getting the CD out, was a lot of fun. I love the whole process of writing and recording and promoting stuff. So, and we've done some cool shows. We got our first big show was with Pop Evil and Eve to Adam. That was a lot of fun, and we just played with Queensryche, a month or so ago, and those are like the highlights right now. So, we've got some cool stuff coming up later this year, so we're looking forward to that too.
As you've played with those bands that you mentioned, and you guys play with a lot of the big-time bands out there, has there been any one kind of person that took you, not so much as a mentor, but just somebody like you had a chance to talk to that you took a lot away from out of all those bands you mentioned?
You mean with Kickin Valentina?
Yeah, well, with your band, as you play with all these other bands around the country, as you guys tour, has there been any other musician in a different band that just kind of struck you as like, wow, and that you took something from?
I was in a band. My last band was called Rockets to Ruin, and Rachel from Skid Row produced us and kind of took us under his wing, and took us out on the road with them and stuff like that. And Rachel's someone that I look up to, and he just, his whole thing was, do your thing, just keep integrity to the music, and don't sell yourself short. So he's kind of been he's a big influence of mine musically, and as I've gotten to know him over the years, he's a good guy. But Kickin Valentina's new, so we're just starting to get out there.
Yeah, well, listen, man, your EP is really cool, and I'm so glad we had you back on the show, and I'm really glad we're going to get to see you down in Berlin, because that is going to be a very cool festival. So, hey, if I'm going to spin a tune, and I am going to spin a tune off the EP, what's your favorite one, and which one do you want me to play for people? I'm going to let you pick it.
Yeah, my favorite one is Get Ready, and that's actually the first single off the CD, so let's hear that one.
Great, man. We'll spin that one for you. And this is Chris Taylor from Kickin Valentina. Great band out of Atlanta, everybody. Make sure you check them out at Skullfest and at the Soundwave Music Fest. And check out their Facebook page, because they've got some other big gigs coming up. So, Chris, thanks for being with us on the show today.
All right, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.